Hello, my name is Robert Knight. I'm a career, leadership development, and team coach. Thank you for upgrading to the full version of the Core Values Index. In this video, I'm going to show you how to interpret your CVI scores. Understanding your scores will give you even more valuable insight into how and why you do things in your unique way. Knowing this can help you develop your career, grow your leadership capabilities, or collaborate better with others in any team or organizational context. Now we're going to begin interpreting your profile. On the first page of your profile, you'll see a graphic with your unique mixture of the 4 core values types. You should be able to determine your primary and secondary core values sets by looking at this graphic. The numbers inside the boxes next to each core values type correspond to the number of items you selected in the assessment which are associated with that particular core values type. In the assessment, there are 36 items possible for each of the core values types and 144 words possible in total. Of these, you selected 72 items, which are then distributed across the core values types to make up your profile. In this example, the test taker selected 22 words associated with the merchant type and 21 words corresponding to the innovator. So this person's primary core values type is the merchant, their secondary type is the innovator. We say this person is a merchant innovator. The raw scores are then translated by an algorithm to indicate how strong each core values type is present in the profile. On this chart, you see on the bottom left the builder, merchant, innovator, and banker. Above each of these core values types, you see 2 bars. The striped bar corresponds to the number of items you selected for that core values type. These are the same numbers as in the boxes in the first graphic. The solid bar indicates how prominent that core values type is present in your personality. In this example, this person's merchant energies account for about 45% of their psyche, to use this word very lightly. This will be their default way of operating in most day-to-day situations. They will approach most tasks, challenges, and social interactions first from this perspective. This person's innovator energies make up a further 39% of their psyche energy. They will utilize this set of qualities to facilitate and support their merchant abilities. Since this person's merchant and innovator scores are pretty close, they will be switching between these 2 energies without much effort. Now, looking at the 2 less dominant core values types, we see that this person selected 16 items associated with the banker and 13 words for the builder. What may surprise you a bit when you look at the solid bars is that this person's banker qualities make up only about 10% of their personality and the builder about 6%. The attributes of these 2 core values types are present somewhere in the personality, but they are not dominant. It takes a lot of conscious effort to activate and utilize the core values types, which are further away from our 2 most important types. Because in this example, the qualities of the builder are not a part of this person's daily mode of operation, they may find it difficult to take assertive action, or they may feel somewhat put off by the communication style of a strong, powerful builder they may work with. Look at your profile. Identify your 3rd and 4th core values types. Look at the percentages to which those energies contribute to your personality. Most likely there will be at least 1 and possibly 2 core values types which have fairly low percentages. Think about the attributes of the lowest one. Most likely it will be somewhat difficult for you to really identify and to resonate with those attributes. Even if you do utilize those attributes from time to time, it takes a lot of mental will to do so, and you can only do that for a brief period of time. Perhaps this helps you to understand why you enjoy certain tasks better than others and why some challenges are more difficult to master, particularly ones which require you to operate from your more distant core values types. Sometimes we have conflicts with people who have strong core values types in areas where we are not so strong. This is because those people are wired differently than we are, and it can be difficult for us to really understand their perspective because it's so different than how we prefer to operate. Now, one question that comes up a lot is, how can I increase my minor core values types? Well, the answer is you can't. To increase your capacity in one core values type would mean that you have to decrease it in another. Since most of your strengths lie in your primary and secondary core value sets, you certainly don't want to decrease those capacities. But you can learn to access and utilize the qualities of your less dominant or minor core value sets consciously in order to solve specific problems or to be more effective. It's a bit like building a muscle. However, even then, accessing those qualities will require conscious mental effort, and sooner or later you will automatically revert to doing things from your primary and secondary core values. Our two most prominent core values types tend to work in close conjunction with each other. Since there are 4 basic core values types, there are 6 possible combinations of pairs of the core values types. These are the builder-merchant or merchant-builder, depending on which of the 2 core value sets is most prominent, the banker-innovator, the merchant-innovator, the banker-builder, the builder-innovator, and the merchant-banker. Each of these pairs of core value sets enables a specific type of contribution in an organization or social context. Look again at your CVI profile. On the first graphic, you'll find the 6 contribution types outside the boxes. The numbers next to each type are the sum of the words you selected in the assessment, which are associated with the 2 core values types that make up the contribution type. Now looking at the second graph, you'll find the 6 contribution types at the middle and on the right side of the lower axis. The striped bar above each contribution type indicates the number of items you selected in the assessment out of a total of 144 that correspond to that contribution type. Each solid bar indicates to what degree you approach day-to-day life and social situations from the perspective of this particular contribution type. If you have 2 contribution types which are close, you will be able to make valuable contributions in both ways. Take a brief moment to identify your strongest contribution type or contribution types. Then look for your least prominent one. That contribution type corresponds to your 2 minor core values types. In an organization or social context, it will likely be challenging for you to contribute using the attributes of that type for very long. As you go forward, you will want to pursue career options which allow you to contribute in the way most aligned with your personality. Now that you understand your CVI scores, it's time to translate your knowledge into action. Coaching will help you do exactly that. To learn more about how I can help you to create a more fulfilling career, take your leadership to the next level, or help your organization succeed, contact me for your free, no obligations consultation. For your future newly defined.